So first of all, I'm here with Himanshu today from Xiom. So we just achieved almost, 150% growth in orders in last only 40 days without facing any challenges with the ROAS. I think using our proprietary, strategies for creatives as well as scaling. Even though we are facing issues with the sourcing, finding the new team, right, new people, tailors, so we can actually, scale the brand. So just to give a little bit, intro, Xiom is premium ethnic wear brand, specifically, targeting men with average order value around, 2,500 to even products, going up to 4,000. And mostly our customers situated in tier one and tier two cities. And I think in Manchu, we have been working for last, almost now couple of months, 2.5 months. And in our
Yeah.
collaboration, what we have achieved is almost, like in last specifically these 14 days, 200% growth, 150 to 200% growth in orders, out of which 50% orders have been prepaid. And mostly customers, like 30% customers were even repeat customer who already bought the best-selling design before us. Then it went out of stock. Then they started, buying again from us. So I wanted to, hear from you, Himanshu, for us, for all of our team as well. Like, how did you start your journey, bro, in this business, in this brand?
Okay. So like you want to ask me around like how the idea came into
How did you get into this venture? Like how the idea came for Xiom, first of all?
okay. So actually I'm from the IT background. So it's just like there was an occasion in my family where I was looking for some of the budget clothing. Say as in I didn't want much of the gaudy kind of means costume for me. Like I should be wearing something like it should be having some style, and at the same time it should not be having much of the gaudiness. Like it should not have such pieces and everything, right? So I was looking for such articles. Like I went to different clothing, like as we have in the ethnic, like we are having Manyavar, Mohanlan, and these brands. So there I found few. Definitely, these companies are also doing great. So I find few, but the price range that I was expecting means that was in that price range, I was not able to get required products. And I also felt that nowadays means the young people do go like people are more, my brand is basically more revolving around the people who like to be fit and somewhat like the look should be sleek and classy kind of rather than to be much of getting the heaviness over their body. So I didn't find much of the good fit. So from there, the idea of Xiom started that I wanted to introduce the concept of smart ethnics, the ethnics which can be worn on the occasion, as well as you can carry it without, say, without the upper, say, jacket or something. You can wear it on your normal festivities like Diwali, Holi, and all these things. Of course, not on Holi. And Holi, we don't go for that. But yeah, Diwali, Raksha Bandhan also you can carry on those articles like those ethnic wear. And if you are wearing it on the celebrations like marriage festival or something, we do have an option of the waistcoats or something. And in fact, the smart ethnics that we are providing, they can be worn with the multiple options. Like if we are having the half blazers, asymmetrical blazer or something, so they can be carried on very nicely. Can be paired up with other garments also, other means cover up garments also for the men. I would specifically like. So from there, the idea of Xiom actually started, and then we introduced few of our articles like asymmetrical something. Initially, I invested some time and money trying to figure out things from means like for the meta at my end that didn't work as I expect. Means means it was giving me the output, but it was merely next to none like because I was not able to like locate the particular targeting means the customer targeting was not good when I was doing it from my end. It's not that I spent much on that
So
ad
what were
spend when I
like
was doing.
challenges you were facing when you were trying to run the ads on,
The main challenge that I was facing is that I was not able to uh, make my ad shown to that particular segment to which I wanted. Like my concept basically goes more around like the people from the IT background or something, because we are the people, like, if for example when we were in IT we used to have the ethnic days or something. There me personally did not like to wear much of the chamak dhamak kind of thing to the office, and we have to work in the office the complete day carrying the such shiny clothes on us and then going to the canteens or something. So I was not kind of. So I would prefer just taking short kurta with the jeans, and that should go. Even if it's with a salwar, it should be plain, and that should go. So from there, like, means my main targeting customer, I was not able to look at that particular targeting customer. I did, but yeah, I really learned a lot. Like when I started with Arlox and when I had a brainstorming thing with you, with the team. So there also I means means every experience teaches us something. So whatever you were saying, almost 90-95% I was able to gather something like, yeah, this person is saying me this thing, and I can relate that thing with like how I did and how you guys are performing. But I never, in fact, you would have also feel I never tried to interrupt you in that thing. I always gave suggestions, but because you are the best on this thing, so I never interrupted the way you wanted to follow.
This is the
Right?
part, we love the most about
Yeah.
you, that you give us the full leeway to run all the ads, because that makes a huge
Because
difference.
if my suggestions would have worked so good, then I would have done at my end only. Then I would have come to you. So like, I do agree with this thing. Everyone, like, what I can do means maybe you wouldn't mean you would take some time to learn and vice versa. So means you guys are good on things. So the and this is the I would start to with the review for Arlox, that this is the main thing that I loved about the team Arlox is initially, I know the team took good time. Our what our starting date was, I think the team took little bit more time, and that was quality time. Like the team took, because they were means I was being informed that we are just targeting the correct audience so that your product gets shown on the ad to that particular segment only, and that was excellent. I would say the target customer, I think the word you used, iota, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so the target customer thing that you actually located, that was excellent. I was getting the interactions from the people who I actually wanted to. Initially, when I was placing the ad, anyone randomly was interacting. There were some fraudulent calls also. There were some XYZ thing also. Like how the things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is the excellent thing that about the team. Like the targeting was great. Even now, like for the first month, it was okay. Like it was going, ROS was also okay. I won't just say like it was excellent or something. It was okay up to the mark. Second month, it was better. But yeah, after second month, I started getting an impression that the team is capable. Now I should go for the scaling up, because when I started with Arlox, I was not in such position that I can scale it to, and this was always the part of the plan. First, I wanted to see the capability. I did not want to put all the capital in scaling up the thing. That means how it would perform. I didn't know,
Absolutely.
because when
Yeah. You're
because
starting
I
from
was
scratch.
yeah.
So
So right, correct. So I saw that you guys are capable. Now I have to get the thing scaled up. Slowly and gradually, I started putting my mind on that thing also. Few of the for second month also, see the output that I was expecting, that was almost there, but it was not, I would say, ki exactly on the point that I wanted. But that is okay. I mean, sometimes it happens, like when you are also working, the things, some things strike out, some things don't. So that is okay. But yeah, the third month would have been crucial if the things were already in the shape that you wanted and that I wanted, that it would have given us the boom, like if you would have given us more budget on the ad spends or something.
True.
So, but there we found it the issues of the sourcing team also, and then I was scaling up my things. So there we lagged up. I would say the lacking was at my end in the third month because, and in fact, that was planned as I told. But I know that you guys, your team is capable of doing well. In fact, my more targeting more disturbance to you and your team would be in the next quarter where we are moving ahead
Absolutely.
because see you uh, also know like how much like I was expecting. So, but the thing that actually got popped up in between. So I did not eventually get that output, but bearing the fact the things were not in proper that shape that I
Yeah,
can also scale up.
I think inventory sourcing challenges, right? That's what
Hmm.
occurred. Otherwise, like as I mentioned right in the beginning, we already in the last 14 days we are like really seeing a solid, strong momentum, right? 150% increase in the orders. We can actually, take the brand to next level very fast. But I just wanted to understand one thing, Himanshu, from you. Like, why did you choose Arlox, specifically over the other options when you were in the decision phase?
I went across Arlox through one of the campaign that you were running of
Okay.
maybe of some of your clients or something. I think your partner Van was videos was there and one was yours video. So the interaction that you guys are having that was not much. I prefer more kind of a thing like it should be not be much fancy
Mhm.
to be true, and it should be seen like it should look genuine to the people. Like if I am starting and so I don't want it much thing fancy that yeah we are going to give you this or this. So I found something like yeah this team seems to be good. Like so let's have an interaction. So first interaction was I had with Kabir. There also that person was also trustworthy. Like the way he communicated or something. So started with getting a trust. I went across your website also. I went across your Insta page also. There were not much videos. There were not something, but the things that were there, I think that was enough to give a try. Like let's give a
Mhm.
try. Means it was
Mhm.
like see the marketing thing is like it may have got into vein. It may have got into vein, but it is like if the other person is also into the business now, they it wouldn't have mattered to me. The 1 quarter fee would not be sufficient for them to get a business, right? So it
Mhm.
was a risk taking also, and the thing that my decision for Arlox was that it seemed to be genuine more rather than to be more lucrative kind of thing that okay you go this ROS would be there, this ROS would be there. The clients
Mhm.
that you were having, they were also more or less kind of the similar setups that I actually started. So I can interrelate with that thing. So that was the main thing that actually even now, even for the marketing or something also, I do not for even when I'm going to some source location or something, I am actually looking for the quality thing. It's not that the other person is giving me such good words or good sayings that okay, you take this source, it means this would give you a boom or something. But
Mhm.
actually, the person's genuinity is shown like now. So that's the main thing that actually landed me to Arlox.io.
Okay, makes sense. If I like, just go back and last, couple of months and specifically ask you, like, what was the most, joyful moment for you working with us?
Hmm. Joyful moment. Working with us. Hmm. The day I got 4 orders, it was the joyful day like that. Yeah, we are getting good orders, something. So I was expecting like today I should get the 5 orders at least in a day. So
Mhm.
that was till now it is being very honest. Till now it is the most joyful thing. With respect to the team, like they happened like I got good customers also from the like if I'm getting a repetitive customer, but the first occurrence was through the marketing. Na?
Yeah.
So I owe you your team to that. So, but yeah, I got good customers, but that is the personal relationship. I gave them good service also. I
True.
gave them, so that's the
Good
team
experience.
effort, like
Yeah.
my team effort and your team effort. But in terms of marketing thing, like when I got four customers in four orders in a day, like, so I was like, yeah, it should just go to five, at least five today. But unfortunately, it was not. But yeah, our budget was also like not so. That was.
Absolutely.
But next quarter, I am having huge, huge expectations, Daniel. I am saying it beforehand, and I actually need that kind of sale now. After first quarter was actually more of like examining that are you people able to direct me to that particular audience or not.
So do
But
you
I can see yes.
feel that 100% that we are there and we can get
Because from the starting, I am being proceeding very, very wisely. I did not invest means for the marketing thing, for the meta ad, I did wasted money. But other than that, I am proceeding so like bit by bit that I should not waste. So that if that money can be used somewhere else into more food that can give be more fruitful to me. Right.
So can we
So
say like investing in Arlox, or with Arlox was a worthwhile investment for you? So
yes, it was worthwhile investment. Definitely, it was
okay,
worthwhile.
because
But yeah,
that's the most important thing.
yeah,
Investment
it was
paying off.
worthwhile investment. So yeah, to like if I'm going to proceed now, in fact, I am going to proceed now with Arlox.io. So it was worthwhile then only I am going to proceed. Now, because I also know I am
Absolutely.
not kind of person that I am blaming you, your team, like why this. I also know that these things there were mix of things. Huh? Like I got relocated to the another place. If I would have given, if the team would have given me orders, then also I would not have been able to fulfill them. Huh? So
Yep.
there is no point in being a
Sourcing and
team.
as we discussed in beginning, the hiring the team, right? The setup and all, that kind of just we got on a track, right? Like in a month, obviously we understood. Second month, we started picking up. Third month, we were already having a solid momentum in just the sourcing, that has been a hurdle. However, definitely next, couple of months, we are absolutely, looking for much better growth, obviously meeting your expectation and, over delivering. That's going to be our motto. I just wanted to ask you last, very one simple question in mind. After that, I think we can wrap it up. Uh, I'm pretty sure, you may have, friends, and we always say, right, before we recommend anyone, any kind of product or service or any team, right, first we try, we experience it, right? If let's say somebody, some known, come to you and ask you about Arlox, what would you tell them, how has been your experience?
I would say just go for it. In terms of the fashion brand, I could see that you are working with the fashion brand. Any fashion brand, I would actually. In fact, Arlox.io also states that it is basically more revolving around the fashion brand. Correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So for any of the fashion brands, I would definitely prefer them. Then give a try. And I would actually genuinely give them like definitely they would be giving you the value if you are going to just make a partnership with the Arlox.io. Definitely, I would prefer them. Like they should definitely work with your team and give a try.
Absolutely.
There is no
Absolutely.
point like I mean because the main thing is targeting. When you are able to make the good targeting of the customer, definitely the ROS would be good. So how much you will invest, so proportionately you will be getting the benefit. Our
True.
investment amount was low in terms of ad spend, right? So that's why we didn't get such number of orders. And as soon as we will scale up now, like when we would invest, there would be challenges in that at that time also. Like if, for example, in 1,000 I am able to get say 2-3 orders. At 2,000 I should be able to get 5-6 orders minimum, right?
Correct.
So that time, and when we will scale it up to 3,000, 4,000, so then my expectation would also multiply, na? So that time, your team may also need scaling. Like I am facing the scaling issues now. So you or your team may face or may not face. I wish you do not face any such issues. You know, that would actually impact us also means as a team, correct?
Yep,
So
100%. I think let's I mean, it was a great review, right? Because it's been almost a couple of months working together, almost about to complete 3 months. We definitely had solid track, solid progress. Learned a lot. Learned about the target audience, right? Sorted the targeting bit. 50%, 60% orders we are getting. Prepaid growth has been happening. Month on month. I don't think we have faced big issue with returns and RTUs or fake orders, right? Because that has been
no, fake
the
orders.
yeah, that's the most
Yeah.
biggest
In terms
concern.
of that fake order, I would actually appreciate you on introducing me to the partial COD, because
Yeah,
I think that was a boon to us. You introduced me to concept of partial COD,
I think
where
you were
you
resisting it before, right? Doing that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
resisting that. I do not. No, it was not restricted. What I have means I was not in the resistance to that. It was like Dennis, how you convinced me. I would say
Okay.
you told me
Mhm.
that it's just a form filling, Imanshu, and then you can means the team will take it forward, and it actually
Okay.
happened like that. It
Okay.
was just
The
a.
Mhm.
I was not
Yeah.
resisting in terms of the website linking with that. I was just
Mhm.
like
How do we do it?
I
Like
would
you were
say
not aware
there
about the
were
process.
not much sales at that time, right? I would give you
Yeah.
the complete scenario. There was no much sales at that time. I was saying like sales, so there is no sales or something, and we are just hoping on the new things. So better to have good sales. At that time, you
Mhm.
just pitched me with this thing like Himanshu, there is just a form filling. The team will
Yep.
get back to you, and it actually happened that way. And it actually
Yep.
happened that way. There was a form filling, and then the team also interacted. Yeah, obviously there were to and fro communications, but yeah, it was not much any of the cumbersome process like
That sorted
I would have.
biggest issue a lot of brands face with RTOs fake order. We didn't have it. It made sure our targeting is on point. 50% orders has been prepaid. Rest of them have been partial COD. So all in all, all the things get sorted.
So the
So
thing is actually the person who is paying 199 would actually think that if we are not
Mhm.
taking the order and if because everyone nowadays know that there would be
Mhm.
three repeated attempts. And if we are not taking that order, we are not
Yeah,
receiving that order, that 199 may go in vain.
absolutely.
So,
If people are gonna not, just click on the ad randomly place, which a lot of brands face. With us, we made sure if somebody is going to come, they like the product, they're going to think, okay, yeah, this is I'm actually getting it. And that actually ensured all the customers, we got so far are genuine quality and it feeded all the pixel data. So it put us into the right direction. And as you said, once now the inventory being sorted, sourcing gets sorted, next 3 months is gonna be in a completely different scale for us.
yeah. Definitely, I'm also looking up to that. In fact, if it doesn't go that way, then I'm going to bug you really. Because
Okay.
I am being waiting for this kind of start for a long now. Though I am taking baby steps in this direction, but yeah.